This time,
I'm catching up with favourites Jamie Lea and Curtis. They couldn't agree whether to love or list their terraced home. That seems like decades ago.
this tale began in 2019 and had more twists than a cat has lives.
I think we could have our dream house, so we're listing it.
Time will tell.
Phil and I were both kept on our toes.
There are 5 different walls you could knock down. Obviously not all of them, because then the house would fall down.
By possibly the canniest couple we've ever worked with.
They were certainly straight shooters.
Yeah, it's quite small.
And it wasn't just the grown-ups making their displeasure clear.
Even Maverick can't stand it.
There were surprises at every turn.
So, what have you done? Oh, my word, what have you done?
So I shouldn't be shocked that now the family are rolling the dice on another new adventure.
Bravery has got to be in the top 3 words I'd use to describe you two.
Or crazy.
The location for this 2019 story was Albrighton, in the beautiful county of Shropshire.
It is actually world famous for its rose gardens.
Oh, here we go.
One
Here we
of
go.
the most beautiful and fragrant rose gardens in all of the world.
Oh, here we are, Phil's facts.
Well, there's so much so. I actually bought you a present.
You did not. Oh my God, you got me some roses.
I got you some roses.
Those smell absolutely delicious.
Delicious? Are you planning on eating them?
And here I was thinking you were going to be nice to me today.
20-somethings, Curtis and Jamie Lea and their daughter Scarlett were about to welcome a new addition to their family. But while their 3-bed terrace appeared like the perfect home, inside a disagreement had reached crisis point. Even Peanut the cat had had enough.
Got a baby on the way. The house is how we want it, bar the kitchen, an open plan. So I do not want to move.
I do.
After buying this house 2 years ago as a doer-upper, Curtis and Jamie Lea rolled up their sleeves, gutted it and renovated it. Now Jamie Lea is adamant that this is their forever family home. But fed up at the lack of open-plan space, Curtis is ready to move on.
This house isn't perfect for us at the minute. It's lots of small rooms and we're always separate. The internal layout is just not ideal. I think we could have our dream house that's going to give us everything we want. So we're listing it.
Time will tell.
And with baby number 2 about to make an imminent appearance, the timing isn't ideal.
The baby's due in
Can you remember now?
4 weeks.
5 weeks.
4 weeks tomorrow.
No, 5 weeks today.
Rookie error there, Curtis. That's really not going to help your cause. Especially as Jamie Lea has reinforcements nearby.
My family's round the corner. My sister's literally 5 minutes that way. My mum's 5 minutes that way.
It's very handy childcare for Scarlett while Jamie Lea studies for her psychology degree. Another reason why she has no intention of going anywhere.
All I really want is just a nice big kitchen with storage, because we have no storage in the kitchen. And I'm a bit concerned about where we're going to put all the baby's bottles, to be honest.
I think for me that when we've done all the work, I don't think the house will still fit what we need.
Oh,
I still
wow.
don't think it'll be big enough for
Oh,
me.
we're trying to mansion.
Let the man dream, Jamie Lea. Surrounded by activity in his day job as a gym manager, Curtis is fed up being left on his own when he gets home, thanks to a dysfunctional layout that's keeping the family apart.
My mind is set definitely on moving. It has been for a while. I think it's time to benefit now from all the hard work we've put in. I'd like to just move a little bit more rural now.
You all right, buddy?
So we'll have 2 kids, and then we want more in the future. I don't want to move, I don't want it to be 5 or 10 years. I think we should do it now.
This young family's hopes are in our hands.
I'm sure I can find them the perfect place to live out their dreams.
Not if I can give them everything they want first.
Righto. That looks like quite a nice big house. Hello. How do you do?
Oh, sorry.
Right. Oh!
Just lock the door.
We knocked ourselves out.
We actually have knocked ourselves out. We can't open it from this side.
What are we going to do?
We'll go round. Let's go round the back.
Is it open round the back?
Yeah, round the back's open, yeah.
Otherwise...
You better lead the way. Lovely to meet you and lock you out of your house.
Yeah, fantastic.
I hope that's not a bad omen, Phil.
It's clearly a sign that they should be leaving their home for good.
Who wants to love? Who wants to list?
I want to list it.
And I want to love it.
You bought it because you loved it?
Well, we didn't actually like it, did we? It was just
not
like...
really. We bought it.
It was just the cheapest one that we could afford.
Yeah.
You've done it up, it's done its job, it's made some money, and now it's time to go.
Yeah. When Jamie sees my vision of living in the countryside, I think she'll...
Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Countryside?
Yeah.
No one said anything about countryside.
So, a village in Shropshire, like a semi-rural...
Curtis,
Yeah.
just remind me, where's Scarlett right now?
Nannies.
She is. And how far is
Yeah.
Nanny's?
2-minute walk.
2-minute walk.
Yeah. But what I would love to do for
Why
Nannies
would you
is to have
move
a
away
little...
from that, Curtis?
Curtis just wants the best life he can imagine for his family, Kirstie.
What would it take for me to show you in order to convince you to move that Curtis was right?
I think it would have to be not too far. It would definitely have to be more bedrooms. I just have to be, like, perfect inside, like, no work to be done. But I don't think we'll find that in our budget so close.
Good luck with that, Phil.
Very neat and tidy. It's not decluttering they need to do, that's for sure.
No?
This is a nice sitting room.
Well, this is a nice dining room. It's a very generous dining room.
I think all you'd want to do is knock down that wall.
Which one?
That's the tricky bit. Any of these internal walls could go to make this space more open plan.
I'm going to take a quick squiz upstairs.
OK, I'm not even going to look upstairs. Upstairs is not...
She doesn't care.
It's not that I don't care, it's just that it's not what it's about.
It's about giving this family more space inside and out for their future, and that lies elsewhere.
That's where you're wrong, Phil, because while you're battling to find a perfect property minutes from Jamie Lee's mum, I'll be creating one right here with a family-friendly, open-plan space that will be ideal for them right now. With the house currently worth around £192,000, Jamie Lea and Curtis have given me a love-it budget of £30,000. Spending more than that would risk going over the ceiling price of the street.
It's a really sweet house. It does its job. And maybe that's what Curtis is feeling, is it has done its job. And now he's keen to get on and move to the next.
It may not be an easy task, but armed with a listed budget of £280,000, I'm going to try and stretch it far enough to fulfil Curtis's dreams and convince Jamie Lea that it's worth moving.
If you manage all that, it will cost Jamie Lea and Curtis £3,500 in stamp duty and just over £4,500 in moving and legal costs, giving a total of around £8,000.
It's a question of timing. I think if they want a big family, they're not going to be able to have a big family here. So there will be a move at some point.
Yeah. But I just think the move isn't going to come now.
Curtis seems being charged, man of action. Not sure he's going to win that debate, but I'm going to do my best to help him.
You've got it wrong, Phil. Jamie Lee's the one in charge and she's not going anywhere, especially if I can help it. But you knock yourself out.
Could you just spell out to me what I should go looking for?
Yeah, so what I think we should have is a 3 or 4 bedroom house, hopefully 4, in like a semi-rural area, but also not too far away from where we currently are.
I'm not really sure I'm going to get that for our budget at the minute.
Well, I'm not going to pretend it's going to be easy, but if I find it, will you give it due consideration?
I'll consider it, yeah.
That was a no, wasn't it? That was a firm no.
And that's to stay here, Phil.
Right, okie doke.
Well, there we have it. The brief is set. The die is cast. I mean, I can find what they're looking for, but I can't move Jamie's family.
Feeling excited to get the house done and win you over.
I'm excited to see the plans. I don't know if they're going to be enough to convince me, but I'm excited to see them.
I think you've got it as easy as ever.
Yeah, no, I think I have, because they aren't going anywhere. And that is your problem.
This debate has been going on for about a year now.
He constantly looks at
As
houses.
soon
I'm
as
like,
we
why
bought-
are you
as
looking?
soon
We're
as
not
we bought this
moving.
house, I was well, when we done it up, I was already thinking, wow, like our house is now worth this much. We could buy this.
Back in 2019 in Albrighton, it was stalemate in Shropshire. Gym manager Curtis and student Jamie Lea couldn't agree where to lay down roots to grow their young family. This 3-bed terrace round the corner from Jamie Lee's mum, or Curtis's dream of a big house in the country.
Curtis,
Yeah.
how far is Nanny's?
2-minute walk.
2-minute walk.
Yeah. But what I would love to do for
Why
Nanny
would
is
you
to
move
have a
away
little...
from that, Curtis?
I needed to go all out to transform their terraced house into the perfect practical solution for Curtis and Jamie Lee's expanding brood.
The question is, do we knock down this wall and rebuild a conservatory and have a kitchen extension there? Or do we just knock down this wall and have a bigger kitchen with that as the sitting room? There are, I kid you not, about 5 different walls you could knock down. Obviously not all of them, because then the house would fall down.
Now that's a plan Team Listic could get on board with.
Sadly for you, Phil, my £30,000 Love It budget will be spent making this house so spectacular that Curtis will be desperate to stay. When I've decided what the plan is, that is.
Sometimes when I do this, I'm like, absolutely, this is what you must do. I'm just saying, okay, I'm a bit unsure.
My newly formed master plan will remove the wall at the back of the house to open into a new extension, giving Curtis the big family kitchen he is longing for. Plus, there's space for a new utility room and loo.
I think this room will be a big enough kitchen diner for me to be able to have, you know, like groups, you know, all the family together. I'm just worried that this will not actually
How
be that
often
big.
do you have all the family together?
Probably
Every week.
every week, pretty much. I'd say we have a
Either your
probably-
family or my family.
yeah, like 10 or 12 here.
I'm going to rub out all my things.
To give them even more open-plan living space, the wall into the dining room could be removed, creating one huge area running front to back of the house and into the extension. Perfect for entertaining. The living room would stay intact with one door blocked off to make it more private, creating a separate space where children can play during the day and grown-ups can relax in the evening.
What you've got here is a lot of floor space.
I like that idea, yeah.
We'll be together, we'll have more room. Be nice and light, I think it'll be great.
Curtis definitely has some quite grand ideas, but we're going to crack it and they'll stay.
Well, I know the answer to that. Never mind a brand new kitchen, I can offer you a brand new house, as we're off to look at the first property I've lined up. And for a bit of extra help, Curtis and I have brought along reinforcements. New addition to the family, baby Maverick, born 6 weeks ago.
So today we're going to try and find a countryside setting, but retain some access to family and convenience, because you want to be able to walk to shops and neighbours and that kind of thing.
I'm taking them to Shifnal, a charming country town in the heart of Shropshire that's surrounded by farmland, but only 10 minutes from Jamie Lee's family. To find a 4-bed house with amenities close by, I'm taking them to a stylish new-built house in a development that's right on the edge of the town and has countryside not quite on the doorstep, but within a short walk. Jamie Lea and Curtis get a quick first look, whilst Maverick's sleeping in the car just a few metres away.
It's a detached house.
Yeah, we
built
like that.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
parking for 2 plus the garage. I thought it was right up our street.
Well, it's a
It's
good-looking
pretty.
house.
Yeah,
it's a
nice,
pretty house, yeah.
It's nice.
Well, let's get Maverick and we'll have a look round.
Yeah, perfect.
Within budget at just under 280 grand, this high-spec and attractively designed 3-storey family home has the 4 bedrooms Jamie Lea wants. 2 of them with en-suites, plus a family bathroom. Meanwhile, downstairs, there's an elegant living room, but it's the family-sized open-plan dining kitchen overlooking the garden that really sells the house.
Let's go through to the back.
Yeah.
I mean, your issue at home is you're unable to cook and
Yeah.
do adult things whilst watching over children who are eating or drawing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, true, definitely. But I still think it's safe we had our friends and that round.
Yeah, it's quite small.
I was hoping for a better reaction, I must say, because I thought it was a lovely room.
And I know Jamie's going to want something really special. Not even in finish or quality, because that can all come, we can all do that, but something that's like, wow, look at this space.
Yeah.
I've got more work to do than I thought.
Oh dear, the kitchen and the immaculate finish here isn't selling it to them. And outside, the attractive garden is designed perhaps more with adults in mind. But the upstairs has all the space these guys want to grow their family, with 2 en-suites and 4 bedrooms, including a spacious master.
That's nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
I like this. I can see all the neighbours there.
Yeah. If that was a field.
Well, I can hear Maverick.
Yeah.
Pretty cool up here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice room. The room's lovely, isn't it? It's just that view, Phil. That's just like...
Yeah, it's really overlooked.
Even Maverick can't stand it.
Leave it with me. I'll get back to work. Well, it's clear that they're not going to accept anything that's overlooked, but more importantly, I've learnt that Jamie really anticipates that their kitchen diner at home is going to be spectacular. So I've got to lift my game.
No change there, Phil. Meanwhile, in Albrighton, after just over 6 weeks of deliberation and coping with the arrival of newborn baby Maverick, Curtis and Jamie Lea are full steam ahead with my plan. They've chosen the option to knock all the way through from front to back internally and are creating a stunning open-plan kitchen diner that will be around a whopping 31 metres squared.
You can see how big it's going to be.
Yeah.
So we weren't quite sure, but it actually looks like massive.
The extension will stretch their budget, but the guys will try and keep costs down as much as possible by sourcing materials themselves, as well as doing the painting and decorating.
I think no doubt this house is going to look lovely when it's done, you know, but it's still not going to give us everything that I want.
So true, Curtis. Let's get back to viewing houses that will give you everything you're looking for. Given licence by Jamie Lea to look a little bit further afield, I'm taking them deeper into the countryside to High Arkle, an attractive village with a school and local shop. It has a lovely rural setting and is only 20 minutes from Curtis's work, but it is a 30-minute drive to Jamie Lea's family in Albrighton.
So, we have here a nice, big, detached house. It is a bit of a project, so...
Another one.
But I promise you, this is a very large and very exciting opportunity.
Looks awesome, yeah. I love it straight away.
It looks quite big.
It certainly is, Jamie Lea. If space was lacking in the first house that I showed them, this one has it in spades. In budget at $279,000 and on a quiet road just yards from farmland, this 1970s extended 4-bedroom house not only occupies a huge plot outside, inside there's 4 generous double bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, plus a kitchen with potential to extend.
This is, I think, where you start to see and appreciate the kind of space that the house offers.
Yeah.
This living room is just under double your existing living room.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot bigger than ours, definitely.
It's not just the living room that offers more space for the large family gatherings they love to host. The current kitchen could be knocked through to a ground floor bedroom, giving them a kitchen diner to completely eclipse the one they're creating back home.
This house is 85% larger than your house will be when you've finished it.
That's crazy.
That
isn't
is
it?
mad.
Yeah, it is.
The extra space carries on outside to a huge garden.
Wow, that's nice size, isn't it, Jim?
It's big, yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah?
It's not too overlooked, I don't think.
No, it's not,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
This is just fine.
I know the idea of extra work is less than appealing, Jamie, at the moment. I get that, I understand that. But you've got to see the potential here.
Oh, yeah, it's a great house. Just whether or not we can do it up or not.
Why
It's so
not?
stressful. I just don't know if I want to do it again.
These guys are no strangers to hard work. And upstairs, whilst the bathroom might need replacing, the 4 bedrooms are all good sizes and only need a fresh coat of paint.
It's just too daunting.
Yeah, but it's just a space, isn't it? The potential's massive. Be a beautiful house once it's done.
It would.
So there you have it. Absolute belter, I reckon.
Yeah?
What about you?
No, it's a lovely house. Big size. My only problem is the work, that's it.
I mean, by Christmas, we could have a dream home.
Dream home forever.
Yeah.
As well. This is the long-term play. I mean, I can take you on to something that has less work, but you're going to make other compromises.
Yeah. We can't have it all, can we?
This house is amazing, though, isn't it? The size. Come on, Jim, think.
It is amazing.
can
I
do
cannot
it.
be bothered to do all the work again and look after 2 children and university work. It's too much.
Mess with Jamie Lee's Love It Dreams at your peril, Curtis. 8 weeks after my first visit, I'm returning to catch up with these lovebirds at loggerheads.
Work has been getting going. Look, da-da-da-da-dum. I'm suitably dressed for a building site, as ever. I love this bit. So full of new possibilities. We're all very into these kind of multifunctional rooms and open plan space, but if you put too much stuff in it and you make it too complicated, it stops being open plan. So my job here today is to try and persuade Kirstie and Jamie to keep this space purer. So it's lovely to be standing here.
Yeah.
It's a lovely sunny space. It accesses the garden. So imagine you've got family coming round. You don't want to move to the back of the house.
Yeah.
You still want to have access to the garden. I just wanted to imagine a big table here.
Yeah.
Right. Jamie, 200 minimum.
Yeah.
And 80 width. OK, Kirstie, you go at the other end.
OK.
We want the table 200
That's a bit
between.
small, Kurt.
So this is the 4 legs of the table.
OK, yeah.
We're using scaffolding planks to mock up a table, but actually we could use them to make it. Chunky wood like this can turn a simple dining table into a statement piece of furniture and could be a project for Curtis.
You know what I like about it as well? That, like, it's not going to cost that much money, is it?
No,
You know?
it's not going to cost that much.
And,
But it's going to be a real dining room.
When people come round...
They're going to be in the back.
Yeah, I don't want to shove them in the back, in the
No.
dark part.
No.
Surely we want to be here.
I think you can
And it does-
have that and still have what we wanted as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got a bit more space at the front.
That means you could have more kitchen and you could have a sofa in that bay window.
Curtis's boundless energy and enthusiasm for this project makes me think he's joining Team Love It.
Well, I've got one more try to convince the couple listing it is the right road for them. I think I've found a real stunner 23 miles from home in the historic and charming country town of Market Drayton.
So, gang, coming here, you get a semi-detached house. There is no work, so it's unpack your bags, get back to the kids, no hassle, no problems. The rub is that it's only got 3 bedrooms. So that's the kind of compromise, if you like, that we're looking to explore here.
I think the location works quite well. A bit further
It's a
away.
bit far, yeah.
Looks nice on the outside,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah.
On the edge of town and close to countryside, this attractive traditional 30s semi is even better on the inside. Under budget and beautifully decorated throughout, it has 3 bedrooms and a stylish lounge. But it's the huge open-plan kitchen diner that's the real showstopper.
Well, this is nice, isn't it?
This is really nice.
Oh, this is lovely. Yeah, yeah.
It's got room for dining, it's got the island that you were hoping for, it's got doors straight out into the garden you wanted.
Yeah.
I think it's really kind of chic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's nice, yeah. It's a lovely garden, Jamie.
It's actually really
nice, isn't it?
big, yeah.
Yeah.
You can ride a bike, have a rabbit, kick a football,
Yeah.
entertain your friends, roll about, you know.
Yeah. It's just perfect. This is exactly like what I imagined, really, as like a family garden. It's lovely.
The garden is really nice, but I've got to see the rest of the house first and see if I like that, because I'm not going to buy based on the garden.
Fair point. Crack on.
OK.
Have an explore.
Wait until Jamie Lea sees all the lovely period features upstairs in the 3 bedrooms. I think she could be coming round.
Look at that fireplace.
But in the middle of the night when you need a drink, you're going to stub your toe on that and you know it.
She's got a point, Phil.
It's done nice.
You couldn't grow as a family in this house.
No, it's just the same as ours, really, isn't it?
But the best part about this is the back garden.
I like the back garden.
It's a lovely house. It's nice, isn't it?
It's done nicely, but I think it's just cosmetic that we like. Like the furniture and the way they've styled it. Once you take that away, it's just a normal house that's not really, doesn't seem that much bigger than ours.
It's made me see what we could do to house number 2.
Good.
That's what I think.
Great.
It's back at number
And now
2.
it's up for us to convince Jamie on that.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of work.
Please do give that second house a good deal of thought.
Yeah.
Because it's a proper opportunity, though.
If you send me
Yeah.
on holiday for a month and get it all done.
Hey, she's already coming round.
Yeah, there's something there.
That's
what
we
we
can work with that. It makes you realise how massive house number 2 was. And you're starting to realise, aren't you?
I'm not. We're never on the same,
No.
same page. One of us just nags so much till the other one gives in. That's just how it works.
Yeah. But together we'll make the right decision.
Yeah.
This has been a tough search, but I do feel that of the 3 houses I've shown them, I have demonstrated it's possible to achieve everything. The question is whether they're prepared to take on a project and do another build at this stage in their lives. That I don't know. But in terms of team list it, I've done all I can.
But will it be enough, Mr. Spencer? Just wait till you see the stunning transformation I'm bringing about back at their home.
8.5 weeks after work began, Kirstie and I are heading to see the finished job and discover who is the victor.
Jamie Lea and Curtis were a fun couple.
I just adore their energy. They are hardworking, they're enthusiastic,
Yeah.
they don't complain, they get on with it,
Yeah.
they dedicate all their time to the kids. I haven't always agreed with Curtis on some of the things he's wanted to do in the house.
Yeah.
But I think, touch wood, I've got my own way over most of it.
You tend to.
But that's not going to happen today, Kirstie. I've got a good feeling for Team List It, because despite all your work, I know you won't have given Curtis and Jamie Lea the extra bedroom or the bigger garden they wanted.
Oh, Phil, dream on. This young family isn't going anywhere.
Got your game face on? All set?
I'm pretty confident about this one, to be honest, Phil.
Yeah, well...
If you live opposite
So
your
am I.
mum and you have small children, you do not move.
Yeah, but if you see a house that's 85% bigger, just saying.
Hello, how are we?
Okay, how are you?
Very well.
And I expect to be even better when Phil sees the downstairs transformation.
So, what have you done? Oh, my word, what have you done?
What haven't these guys done? The old dining room, pokey kitchen and little conservatory have gone. In their place, a stunning open-plan kitchen, living, dining room.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It really does look good.
Yeah.
It really does look good.
The old cluttered conservatory has been replaced with a new extension. And knocking into this space from the dining room and kitchen has created a large sociable space for cooking, relaxing and entertaining friends and family.
It is so different, isn't it?
It's so different, it blows your mind.
Yeah.
I don't think you probably even can remember, Phil.
Well, I was just trying to work out where the old back of the house was.
Yeah, pretty much there, really, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a
that was-
kitchen,
Yeah,
which was a galley
which was a
kitchen.
tiny kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this.
So you've extended a lot.
Yeah.
The extension has created all the extra living space the guys were desperate for, as well as a utility room and downstairs loo. The sitting room has been beautifully redecorated and is now cleverly linked by an open window space so that Jamie Lea and Curtis can keep an eye on the children whenever it's used as a playroom.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And this blue was a great, great choice.
Yeah.
I don't know who's sounding happier with this. You two or my friend over here?
No.
Because she's certainly pretty happy about it.
Phil, come on. You don't even know the figures involved.
No, I don't. It looks expensive, whatever you've done.
No.
Yeah.
I want to see his face. I'm going to stand there when you tell him.
So we've spent 25 altogether, complete, all done.
What about the extension?
Yeah, that's
it.
everything, yeah.
The whole lot?
£25,000 for the whole thing.
Yeah.
You have done well.
The guys watched every penny and took on a lot of the extra work themselves. They sold the old kitchen for 500 quid and took on board my advice on how to be clever with their new furniture.
And moving into the dining area, Phil, you'll find that there's a very smart table.
Did you have a hand in this? Do I sense?
It was a suggestion last time I was here. So this is scaffolding boards.
Really?
Limed, yep.
You've been very industrious and creative as well.
Yeah, we've had to be.
Bifold doors open out onto decking that was left over from Curtis's mum's house. Spending just £150 on supporting timber and screws has extended the living space out into the garden.
We thought we've got to do that, really. It's going to make it, and it really does. So we...
It does. It's so good for the kids.
Yeah.
And it gives you that indoor-outdoor feel.
It's undeniably a magnificent achievement, but they wanted a bigger garden. Now it's even smaller, and Curtis doesn't have the rural setting he craved.
You were the one, Curtis, that wanted to see other things and have it to change, and, you know, you were really up for it. That second house was 85% bigger than this one is today. So, I mean, it really was the full Monty in terms of the forever home.
It was lovely, wasn't it? We loved
was
it.
lovely,
We
yeah.
haven't stopped talking about it, really. We've been on about it most days and told all our friends and family about it as well. I loved it.
It is a nice house.
Yeah.
I know it was an amazing house, but I also was very aware that, Jamie Lea, you just had a baby and you were just doing a project, and the last thing that was on your mind, regardless of what I showed you, was taking on another project.
Yeah. So that's about right.
Yeah.
It's just so stressful.
Right. Jamie Lea, Curtis, are you going to love it?
Or list it.
What do you reckon, Jim? You can say it.
Did you say it together?
Go on, let's say it together.
Okay.
We're going to
Love it.
Yeah, it's a tough decision, and I think in 3 months I will change my mind.
Not saying we'll stay here forever. I think this house is perfect for our current life.
For right now.
When we've had the children, and then I'm qualified and back to work full time, then it's another stage of our life. We can get a bigger house.
Well, congratulations. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Seriously, you've done well.
Epic decision.
Yeah.
It was a hard-earned and well-deserved Love It victory. 4 years later, Phil returned. Jamie Lea and Curtis were still in their terrace. There had been big changes. And I'm not just talking about the kids shooting up in size.
Jamie Lea had graduated from university and embarked on her psychology career, while Curtis, inspired by the work he did in the house, had given up the gym and started a table-making business. And Scarlett and Maverick had gained a little brother to play with, baby Phoenix.
Remember me? Hello. I'm okay. How are you?
How you doing, Phil? You all right?
You're still here?
Still here, yeah.
Curtis had continued improving his DIY skills by removing the chimney breast of the blocked-up fireplace to increase usable floor space and replastered the walls. The budget-savvy couple also managed to convert their attic for just £20,000. With the average cost of a loft conversion being over 60, this was yet another incredible transformation. But there were even more shocks in store.
So that's it. Done. Finished. House.
There's nothing else to do to this house. Every single inch of this house has been transformed, so it's time to move on now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the plan? You've actually decided to list?
Yeah, we're going to list.
Good.
A few years that we did. In the
I'll
end.
take that. I'll take that. I've waited a long time for it. But,
Yeah.
So you're on the market?
We're on the market now, yeah.
Yeah.
While Jamie Lea and Curtis had transformed their terrace into an immaculate turnkey home, when they decided to list it, the market was in bad shape. Interest rates had doubled over a year, and they were really struggling to find a buyer.
You do have to have it on at the right price with the right agent. This is not a market to be ambitious in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what that has produced is what Kirstie and I call a burnt property. When someone's tried a big high price, it hasn't worked, they reduce it, they reduce it, they reduce it, and they're then chasing the market. And you've been on the market for a year. So people looking at the internet sites will see that.
Yeah.
And they will sniff some desperation, which isn't necessarily true or there. You've got a beautiful house. Try not to be disheartened, because between the time that you've bought the house and now, prices in Albrighton have gone up 35%. What did you buy it for?
140 we bought it for, yeah.
And you spent
40 odd,
45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to walk away with 100 grand, aren't you?
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, profit. And that's what we want to do.
So it's off to Wales.
Hopefully.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
But of course, in order to get to that next stage, you've got to sell it. Listen, best of luck. I really mean it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me back.
Well,
and I'm pleased it did its job. And I'm going back to claim a drink off Kirstie because it's a list.
That's it.
So the family's sights were firmly set on rural Wales. But I've had a call to say there's been another twist in the tale. Of course. Curtis and Jamie Lea have finally bought a new home. But I'm not heading to Wales. My sat-nav is set for Codsall, a village only a 5-minute drive from where they were living in Albrighton. I just need to get there safely first.
Stop it. OK, stay closed.
After some robust advice from Phil, Jamie Lea and Curtis finally managed to sell their 4-bed terrace.
And they turned a tidy profit. So when Curtis was scrolling the property sites and glimpsed this 400-year-old sprawling 3-bed cottage, where others saw problems, he saw potential. They secured it for £290,000.
Look at this. Loads of outbuildings, a couple of apple trees. Oh, I think the engine's still running. Those electric cars, it's impossible to know when you've switched them off.
Impossible for some people.
Oh, shush, Spencer. Now, with any other pair, I'd be shocked by what I can best describe as a hodgepodge of history, extensions and outbuildings. But this seems typical of Curtis and Jamie Lea.
Oh my God, look at you.
You okay? You look lovely. I'm okay.
Oh my God. Hello, you. So, blimey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it?
It really is. Bravery has got to be in the top 3 words I'd use to describe you two.
All crazy.
No, brave. Brave, really.
They finally have Curtis's rural dream with extended families still in reach.
What's the acreage?
We've got about an acre.
I mean, it's a really big space.
Yeah, perfect for me, isn't it?
And you've got outbuildings.
Yeah.
Can we get in?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
The house had been empty for 18 months, but while damp and rot are their most immediate challenge, long-term it's the floor plan and bedroom space.
As you'd expect from the outside, the internal layout is a bit higgledy-piggledy. The only bathroom is downstairs, tucked between the kitchen and dining room, all of which are in the modern extension. The old stone cottage houses the sitting room, with a narrow staircase in the corner leading to the 3 bedrooms upstairs. While Jamie Lea and the kids stayed with her mum, Curtis got to work fitting a working kitchen and renovating bedrooms, while engineers installed a central heating system and did a full electrical rewire. He also converted the dining room into a play area, and his current task, on a very lengthy to-do list, is the bathroom. And by the way, all of this has taken place in the last 5 weeks. Yes, you heard me.
You were settled. You were sorted. You were in a finished house.
Yes. It was my way.
What made you do it?
Not just me. So this house basically was like a mixture between what we wanted in Wales with it being really local.
Curtis still dreams of the Welsh countryside, but with the properties they like there out of reach financially, this seems like the ideal compromise.
You had to do a lot of work here.
Yeah, it was not livable.
No.
We thought we could just like rip the carpet up. The floor seemed okay, didn't it? But then when we started moving in, it was just not safe.
It was not.
And we had to do things obviously like new electrics, the central heating, all really invasive kind of work, which we couldn't like live in it without all that. Upstairs is pretty finished really, the bedrooms.
Upstairs, Curtis has plastered all the walls, fitted new flooring and replaced broken windows. And after 4 weeks at Mum's, Curtis, Jamie Lea and the kids have now finally spent their first night in their new home as a family.
I always say to people, if you are going to live in something, have a sanctuary.
Yeah.
Then you can put up with almost anything.
Yeah.
And I do love our old house, so I know it's for the best to move, but it's just hard.
It is hard.
Like now, when it's not finished, thinking like, what have we done?
It's a bit like camping at the minute, isn't it? We've just about made it livable, and we're sort of camping out.
There's still a long way to go, and as much work as there is inside, outside will need attending to as well.
A big thing to take on an acre of land. You've got the outside buildings. What do you see as the benefits?
I mean, it's lovely for the kids, isn't it? You know, they've got all that space, got the fruit trees, you know, they love all that kind of thing.
Like when it's a lovely sunny day and we're out in the garden, it's just beautiful.
We're going to get some chickens.
I knew you were going to say
I know.
chickens.
It's always been my dream.
Yeah, well, you see, Phil's got chickens and he's obsessed by his chickens. He posts pictures of the chickens on social media and the eggs and everything.
That'll be you.
That's me, yeah. And I mean, there's so many different options here. You know, we could even turn those workshops into a granny flat or anything in the future.
Have you told your mum she's coming to live in the end of the shed?
After living with us, she'll probably say no thanks.
The work already done is only phase 1 of their plans. Wheels are already in motion for phase 2, knocking away the higgledy-piggledy old extension and building a new 2-storey, 4-bedroom extension. Honestly, this pair.
So what's your overall budget?
Phase 1 was to get the heating in and, you know, the electric sorted, make it livable. We've initially set 10 grand for that. But then for the big extension, we've got about 40 grand for that, which I know is nothing for what we want.
No. Listen, 40 grand in your hands is like 120 in anybody else's. I've never known a couple who can get their money to go as far as you two can.
It's you. He's such a haggler. I don't know how he finds the deals.
It's amazing.
Really, but it's amazing what you can get though.
It is.
You know, if you try.
I mean, where did this kitchen come from, for example?
This kitchen was from a house local, £200 we paid for this kitchen, with all the appliances and everything.
Just love it. And with the appliances.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? And you think what people spend on their kitchen.
Well, the thing is, there's no point getting new, because in a year or two we're extending it and it's all going to be ripped out, so we've got to get as cheap as we can.
I mean, even like the light fittings and everything, we've got second-hand light switches, everything, you know. Plasterboards, building materials, sand, cement, bricks.
Like leftover, aren't they?
Leftover, been going around the building sites and asking if they need it.
And often builders will sell you things which they would have chucked out.
Yeah. Well, it saves on the skip cost, doesn't it, for them a lot of the time. They're happy for you to take a bit away.
I mean, you are amazing.
Curtis and Jamie Lea are, as always, keeping a close eye on every penny. And when you consider that a small, simple room can cost over £1,000 to plaster, Curtis is saving lots of cash, putting his new skills into practice.
My admiration for you two is limitless, because it is quite a thing to take on. I mean, I'm looking around and just thinking, how many walls have you had to plaster?
Yeah, it's been a nightmare. I mean, no plasterer wanted to touch it.
No.
'Cause this bit we're in now is 400 years old.
Yeah.
It took a lot of, you know, just try and get it somewhat square and, you know, it was a nightmare.
So how often do you do things after the kids are all in bed?
Every night we're doing bits onto the house. But that'll only be for another 3 or 4 weeks, and then we can rest then, get the planning all sorted, get the, you know, get all the drawings, get everything finalised, submitted.
Who was living in here before?
So this has been in the family house for 400 years, this has.
Right.
So the same family, it's never been sold before.
Wow.
So we're the first people other than the family to own this house.
But it's been empty
for a while. It's been empty for 2 or 3 years, yeah. I really think we rescued this house. You know, there was damp and all sorts of issues. Never had central heating, so it was a very damp, cold house. So we've definitely saved it, I reckon.
The boundless energy of Curtis, combined with the stoicism of Jamie Lea, makes them the perfect pair to resurrect this unique home and save it for another 400 years.
Have you had days when you thought, what have we done?
Most.
You
like it, don't you? I don't like living in mess and...
No.
But, you know, it's worth it at the end, and we know we've sort of done it before, haven't we? So we know what we've got in store this time.
I think it's like having a baby. You forget what it's like, and then when you're in it the second time, you're like, oh, God, oops.
Yeah. I keep telling myself it's an investment for the kids. So it's getting me through. Getting me through.
And have the kids been enjoying it?
Yeah, I was really worried, actually, because Scarlett didn't want to move. She really struggled. but they actually love it. Like, they love it more than I do.
Yeah.
Like, they're in the garden every day catching frogs and
Yeah.
picking apples off the tree, and they're in their element.
Oh.
And Maverick said to me the other day, "Mummy, I love our new house."
Oh.
So, like, because they love it, it makes it easier
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
This house has huge potential, but it is a big renovation.
Oh, great start.
It's a challenge that I'm sure Curtis, Jamie Lea and the kids can meet head-on. They're an incredible team, supporting each other through the stresses and strains of the move and all that's to come.
I'm really excited about what the house will be in a couple of years. The thought of it being a beautiful detached house on its own is quite exciting.
I've got a lot to keep me busy here for the next couple of years, which I'm happy about. Wales always keeps calling me back. I think we're destined to be there, I do. Don't know what's going to happen, really. I have to just see how it goes.
Jamie Lea and Curtis are as inspiring as they ever have been. Everything they do is done with enthusiasm and energy. In 2 or 3 years' time, when they're finished with this, which is a mammoth project, I'll have to fight Phil for the right to come back and see them again.
If you'd like our help deciding whether to love it or list it, apply online at channel4.com/takepart.